coming up. Yeah, you cut out our kissing scene. That was crazy.
Yeah. You were on a date with Don't worry, it's all mentioned in the 6th episode. We get there on my show. I just saw it. But you on stage with me and my very first boyfriend, Johnny, who was being a complete piece of shit.
He's
awful.
Fuckhead.
The Hyde was the best. Ledoux area. I mean, there was a whole list of them. You missed, honestly, the best time in LA. The early 2000s was fucking everything.
I was here.
You were here in spirit. Yeah, right. You were like in diapers still.
Yeah. Would you do that? That'd be cool.
I would host a dating show with you. We should host a dating show together. That would be fun.
And then make a show about it.
Oh, smart. By the way, you are welcome. Everyone knows you have a huge dick now.
Thank you. That's crazy.
His love life is talked about all over the internet. He was on Dancing with the Stars despite not being able to dance. He once wrangled a kangaroo with his bare hands.
I did what?
He's your favorite reality TV fuckboy reformed. He can make a woman fall in love at first sight. He is Harry Jowsey, boyfriend material.
I know. She really is.
Really. And
wild.
It'd be nice for you to get jealous. Anyway, whatever. All right, hey guys. Let me do my stuff.
You're in work business mode.
Okay.
Let's go.
Guys.
Give me a really good intro.
Okay, deep breath.
My long lost love.
You won't date me. Welcome back, you naughty little possums. Today, I'm so excited because I have a very special guest with me today. Reality TV icon, podcast host, entrepreneur, and she has a show out right now, which I'm in, and I've got a lot of fucking questions because I'm very angry. That's not on the cards. Kristin Cavallari. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me. I love the professional side of you.
No,
this is great.
Barely. You make me flustered.
Good.
First off,
let's just dig right in.
I'm so annoyed that photo that you sent me was for your fucking show. I had a good idea.
It wasn't for my show.
Okay.
That was all real. Listen, that was...
No, it was...
No, everything on my show is real. That was really what I was doing. I wasn't doing it because I had a camera on me. Because also I sent you that picture not on camera. I wasn't like, watch, I'm going to send Harry this picture. I did that on my own accord that morning.
So you woke up ovulating, feeling
Clearly.
freaky. Well, then
needed some attention.
We were literally like 2 meters away from each other. I could have.
I know.
And then you're in the car like, hey, Justin.
Well, you know Justin's going to appreciate the photo.
I think everyone should.
Everyone does.
I'm going to put it on my story right now.
Should put it up.
Yeah.
Well, now I've got multiples. Yeah. They're all great.
No, it was insane.
And I think everyone thinks, I haven't actually seen, like I've seen it in boxers. I haven't actually gotten like a legit dick pic.
Well, I legitimately had a phone call from my ex before this. She goes, so Kristin said that you sent her a dick pic. And I'm like, well, it was kind of like in my undies.
Yeah, it wasn't like full on.
Yeah. And
so all the girls now are mad because they're like, where's my dick pic?
Well, no, she's had the whole experience. She's had the boyfriend experience.
The boyfriend experience.
No, but I was just like, oh, it wasn't really like that. She's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, well, I was just like, what? I was the same thing I said to you. I was like, I was just throwing a Hail Mary to see if there was a little nibble.
Just threw it out there to 20 chicks. No, you said 3. 3 or 4. I knew that was a lie.
Wait, what?
Mine also went to 3 or 4.
Who the fuck?
What did I say to you the other day? I go, 2 can play that game.
Yeah, who the fuck did you send it to? I'm gonna kill him.
I'm not saying.
No, you have to.
No.
You actually have to.
Gun to head.
Yeah. This is my show, motherfucker.
Water gun.
No, why are you in LA? What's going on? Tell everyone.
I've been promoting the show. So I'm out here just making the rounds.
Just business.
Just working. Yeah, I have no time for fun. No time for fun.
Wait, yeah, because I was thinking about that. You've obviously got like so much success now. Why do another show? Are you bored or you just
you're sweet. Well, listen, I haven't made enough money that I can just like kick my feet up right now and just chill. I'm supporting 3 kids. Like life is expensive.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
And I also live a certain lifestyle. So I have to work right now still. But the podcast has been a dream for me because I can essentially do it from my house. And doing a podcast tour was something I've never done in my whole career. Going out in front of 1,000 people, 1,500 people, whatever it was, and just my words, me speaking to an audience was one of the scariest things I've ever done.
Yeah.
So it was like a huge hurdle that I overcame. I did it. I felt so accomplished. And because I was doing a podcast tour, I was like, I may as well invite cameras along. I honestly didn't know if anyone would do the show because I didn't know if it was going to be exciting enough. But luckily, E believed in it. And because they got a lot more drama than I had anticipated. So it was great. I'm really happy I went back to TV because it's been the best experience I've had.
Well, also, the episode I was in, perfect reality
I mean,
show episode.
it was so good.
The
And
drama,
it was
the tears,
real.
the happiness.
It was all very real. Thank God for
the
you,
love.
Harry.
No.
No, because it's so funny. I actually just watched your episode this morning because then
Yeah.
I did a podcast wrap up about it. But again, and I've listened to the podcast episode, I've seen it before, but you on stage with me and my very first boyfriend, Johnny, who was being a complete piece of shit.
He's
awful.
fuckhead. Yeah.
But you were trying to make it so light and so fun and like say these little jokes, and it was just so perfect and so great.
I don't know why he was being like an FBI agent. It's so stiff.
I think I've got so many theories on it, but I feel like he was really nervous. And here's my theory, okay, on a lot of the men in my life is
Okay.
I think that and we'll use him specifically.
Yeah.
I think he came up on stage. He knew the questions I was going to ask him. And the first question was, would you say that we were in love at age 14? And he immediately goes, well, what would you say? So here's my theory. I feel like these guys think I'm going to be like, or if he says, yeah, we were in love, that I'm going to be like, oh, you're an idiot. I never thought that.
Yeah.
You know, so I think they try to beat me to it, even though I would never do that.
Also, like, who cares? You're kids.
We were 14 years old, but I actually thought we were in love for being 14 years old. Like I was trying to give him a layup for being like the sweet, romantic, amazing boyfriend.
Yeah.
And he just was trying to cut everything down to be about sex, which was such a bummer.
Also, yeah, like you guys were.
We were 14.
kids.
We were children.
You sausage.
I know.
Yeah, I was watching that. I'm like, what, like, because obviously reality TV, a lot more was actually cut out. Like that was so tense.
Yeah, it was a lot.
And I'm
yeah.
like, wait, are we having fun today? And I also didn't realize how much other shit you had on the show before. With
I know, with Talon.
yeah. Also, I didn't know he put me in a group chat with Mark.
I love that you didn't even know. Yeah. So
Wait, I didn't know this.
right, okay, because you and Mark were supposed to be in the same episode.
Okay,
And I hadn't told either one of you yet. Not like I was hiding it from you guys. I just hadn't gotten there yet. Of course I was going to. But Talon, I did tell Talon, and he group DM'd you and Mark together and was like, hey, boys, we're all going to be in Chicago together. Like, let's hang out, or whatever he said. Mark screenshot it and sent it to me and was so confused because he didn't know who Talon was. And he was like, what's happening? And also Harry's coming now. Like, just didn't know what was going on. So I was like, fuck.
Wait, so then that caused a problem. So Mark said no because of me?
No, not because of you.
I'm like, I just saw him in New York.
No. He likes you from what I know. I think it was, thank God. It was a blow to his ego, I think. And I think he felt like I was sort of trying to, like I was being friendly to him to get him to come out on the show. And then as soon as the show was over, I would go back to not talking to him. That's what he told me.
But like, is it that bad?
No, listen, I love
Is it that bad? Get a little bit of clack.
Buddy, you're new to show business, honey. Like,
Yeah,
you gotta,
come
come on.
Just get on and never
Come
talk to her again. And then
on.
the second season comes and then you're back in. Like, come on.
I know. No, I love Mark. Listen, I'll always have a special place for Mark in my heart. Mark and I did have something really special.
No,
But
so jealous. No, I love Mark.
if only you were a little bit younger, you know?
I know. What do we say? I'm 28 now.
You're too old.
I saw,
You're too old.
I saw your extra interview on the way over here. So I was a construction worker, 45.
Construction work. We're going older, already has kids, not famous. You don't check any of my boxes, unfortunately.
You know, actually, I don't have a rebuttal. That's a new word I learned. Anyway. No, also, you're really nice to me on the show. That's
I was. It's true. That's how I feel about you. Yes, I was nice.
Yeah, so surprised.
Yeah. Wow, shocking. Wow.
Yeah, I was like, wow, Kristin actually wants to be my friend.
I do. I love you.
I love you so much. Wait, what was like the hardest part about doing the show? Because I feel like being, already making so much success. I'm gonna put that.
This is all you.
So this is a good question.
I like this. Okay.
But having so much success.
What did you do?
Yeah, and like having like an audience and stuff. Like, is it hard to open up again and be vulnerable? Because I would be like, hey guys, I'm gonna be protective of my little private space.
Your life. No, it's actually not hard for me to open up on camera. But here's what I'll tell you.
Okay.
Because I'm an executive producer, I have that security blanket of like, I can put it all out there. I can say whatever I want to say. And then if I want to pull back in the edit, I can. I don't actually get a lot taken out. I've done a few little things here and there. It's never like a big story or anything. It's like maybe like I have called someone a name and I was like, that doesn't translate well. That doesn't come off very nice. Like,
Yeah.
let's take that out.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the extent of it. But having that security blanket allows me the freedom to go there. And, you know, because I've been doing this a long time, I know what makes a good show. I know I do have to be vulnerable and I have to put that stuff on camera for it to do well. And I'm okay with that because I've been doing it for so long. That's all I kind of know.
So, look at
That's
you.
all I do.
Whatever.
Just vulnerability, baby. Just
So-
letting
so-
people in.
Well, it's not
Or
me.
not.
Yeah, you
Or
don't want to be in.
Or not.
Yeah, you cut out our kissing scene. That was
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. You were on a
So-
date with Don't worry, it's all
Well,
mentioned in the 6th episode. We get there on my show. I just saw it.
Huh?
They make it seem like I'm so sad that because someone's like, oh, are we going to see Harry tonight? And I'm like, he was on a date last night. Like, I'm crushed.
You didn't even text me.
I know, because you were on a date with No, I think because like I didn't even want to go out. And I was just like, this is so ridiculous.
No, because you.
No, I think.
No, you sent the photo. I was
Yeah.
getting freaky. I was also not seeing anyone at that time.
Oh, right. mhm.
Until I wasn't. Till I did.
Until
Till I
you
opened
were.
my eyes.
Until
Yeah,
you
till
were.
I opened my eyes.
Yeah.
No, but then I was in New York and I was like, okay, like she obviously.
Oh, like you were waiting for me to text you?
Yeah.
No, you were. Let's get the fuck out of here. If only Kristin would text me.
Yeah, I'm
Just
like,
sitting
wow,
in
this
your hotel
photo.
room lonely.
Sitting there like refreshing her story, like Kristin.
She's in New York. She said she would text.
She said she's here.
Yeah,
she said come out to the
right.
show.
You're right.
Wait, was it tough getting your kids on the show? Like, is that scary?
Well, yeah, that was the first time I shared my kids with the world. But no, I mean, and they were very much themselves. They were excited about it. They only filmed, I think it was like 2 or 3 hours total. They're in like maybe 3 or 4 scenes, but they were hilarious and they loved it. And I'm really happy I could share that experience with them.
Wait, what do you mean that you never shared them with the world?
I never used to even post them on social media. I do now, but it's a very new thing.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I just wanted to keep them kids and let them decide if they wanted their lives out there
So smart. I'm exploiting
Thanks.
my kids as soon as they're out of the oven.
in the delivery room.
Literally, I'm like, yo, first breath, quick, Snapchat.
But honestly, that's like kind of what a lot of people do now. I mean,
Yeah.
basically, it's a
I'd
lot.
be a billionaire.
You know?
These
Yeah.
kids can't pay for themselves. Well, you know,
Well,
or get them to pay for themselves.
I think there's a new law out here now, though, that, or I guess it's everywhere, that if kids are making money in entertainment, it has to go to them, which I know you're like,
What's the point of having a kid?
oh my God. Can you imagine being the kid, though, and being like, wait, where's all my money? Like, I filmed a show for 10 years and
Yeah.
I've got nothing to show for
Oh,
it.
Dad blew it on heroin.
Yeah, what the hell? Like,
Great story.
probably good that they passed that law.
No, you just think
Great
of the
story.
good trauma that happens. Okay,
Trauma can be a good thing.
Yeah,
Is that what we're saying?
it works. Wait, are you gonna do another season then, or no?
I would do another season. I
Okay.
would. Yeah.
Are you gonna go on tour again? Like,
Yeah. Well, I would only do another season if I go on another tour,
It's kind of smart. You're making money on both.
right?
Oh,
Just capitalizing on what I'm already doing.
How do you pitch that show? Like, that comes out, or you just, or
That's
they
what-
came to you?
Honestly, no, we pitched it, but that's why I kind of was like, who would do a show about a podcast tour in 1 week? I kind of didn't think it would get picked up, but it did. And so I was like, fuck yeah. Like, I
It's
mean,
kinda crazy.
it is. And I'm very thankful for it because not a lot of people can say they filmed a whole show in 2 weeks. So,
Yeah, that's
and
a
doing
lot.
something that they are already doing. I mean, I feel very lucky, honestly.
And then you went and did all the confessionals at your house, or they?
I did a confessional in that 2 weeks, and then I think there was 2 other days that I've had to do it. But so it's been the easiest show I've ever done.
So easy. 2
yeah,
weeks. It's
2 weeks
crazy.
of filming is wild.
But was it every day? No.
It was every day. So I will say it was an exhausting 2 weeks because it was full on. Not only am I doing this tour, but then I'm filming after the show and first thing in the morning. And so it was a lot. And because I was tested in every way emotionally, also I wasn't really sleeping, physically. I recharged by having a minute to myself, and I didn't get that the whole week. So by the end of the tour, I was just like, I need to go home. I need a minute. I need to. And I went home and I got so sick and I was laid out for like 48 hours.
It's kind of nice though, because then your body's just like,
Good
you have to turn
excuse.
off.
Yeah, I just couldn't do anything.
Yeah, because the day I saw you, I didn't realize, like, actually watching that back, meeting 200 fans
Yeah.
for each show, then have to deal with your drunk, crazy friends.
Yeah.
Who were also upset that I didn't know who they were. They kept,
You didn't know who they were, right?
No.
I knew it. I
They
know.
kept asking me, like, do you know who we are? And I'm like, "Dude."
No,
I was like, dude, I don't know.
I knew it.
I was like, and then I was like, oh, I'm Australian.
But also, you're younger. Like, I think they forget. Like, the younger generation doesn't know who we are really
Okay,
anymore.
I'm nearly 45 and a construction worker with 6 kids. I'm closer to that
Oh,
than
wait,
I am
really?
a teenager.
That's perfect.
I know.
I look at you in a whole new light now.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm closer to that happening than I am
Right.
than being a baby.
Meanwhile, you had no idea who the cast of Laguna Beach was. Similar.
Well, I
in
know
age.
now. I know. I met them. I was like, oh my
I fucking knew. I knew you had no idea.
God. There's hills in Laguna Beach,
There was Laguna Beach first, which
Okay.
okay, so I did that my junior and senior years of high school.
which is crazy.
Wild, right? And then they did the hills immediately after. I didn't do it for a few years.
Okay.
And then I joined in probably 2009 and then did it for 2 seasons.
Whoa. And
Yeah.
then now you're just.
And here we are.
You're you.
And now here we are.
Wait, but I couldn't imagine being at school and
I know.
fucking Johnny. That's why he's so angry. What a
Dude,
sausage.
Johnny was pre any TV show.
Yeah, but he didn't get
That's
cast.
why he's mad.
I would be
That's
furious.
why he's pissed.
I saw the Zara sweater he was wearing. I'm like, dude, like I would be fucking
Can I
furious.
I hate to even do this to
No,
him, but
let's do
fuck
it.
him.
Fuck him.
His sweater, the amount of people who have made fun of his sweater, like, Johnny, no one made you wear that sweater, okay? We know why you're mad. Like, you did
Yeah.
that. You wore that sweater.
I don't get dude.
That was what you chose?
That was
It was an
crazy.
interesting choice.
And wait,
For
how
your
long did
TV
he?
debut. He knew for weeks leading up to it.
And I would
that
have
was
come
what
in
he
a
chose.
suit if I was him.
Literally. I would have gotten a whole new outfit, like used a stylist, like
Something.
it was an interesting choice.
Yeah, it's so. Oh,
Maybe he was going for wholesome. I don't, but clearly
he was going through
not.
something.
Yeah.
He's going through something.
Uh-huh.
Wait, and it comes out every week?
Every
right?
Wednesday.
Every
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
Tomorrow. Oh no, today.
Tonight.
Today.
Well, when is this airing? Every Wednesday.
Today.
Today. It's a big day. This is my Harry Jowsey day because I watched your episode. I filmed a podcast about it. Now I'm here with you.
Wait, who did you do?
I did a solo episode for my podcast,
Oh.
just talking about my love for you
Really?
and all the dick pics.
Wait, okay, I will send you proper ones.
Thank you. I'm ready.
No, are you?
I'll of course accept a dick pic. I'm not like, no, please, I couldn't.
No, because I didn't know. I'm like sitting
No,
here.
I could never.
You're gonna fire them out, and you're gonna be like, "Ooh, Justin."
I'm just gonna post it on my Instagram, but other than that,
No, should you? You should do that.
I would for
Wait,
you.
you don't want to. You don't wanna have fun.
By the way, you're welcome. Everyone knows you have a huge dick now.
Thank you.
I,
That's crazy. No, I need some
I'm
good
just out
press out
here
there.
talking you up.
Please, I need good press out there. But
Well, I
okay,
think that's good press, right? Because
That's
the
the
ladies
best.
are like, I need to see what's going on.
the Lakers.
The, the ladies.
Oh, I
Probably the Lakers too.
think
They're
that the-
probably also curious.
I'm like the Lake. What the fuck is Lakers? Want to see my cook?
I can't.
No, I have to ask you questions.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Get
come
your
on.
notes. Get your
Okay,
notes.
wait.
Are we checking all the boxes?
Fuck, marry, kill, Harry, Mark, no, Johnny. That's crazy. No, I'm joking. If you could do any other reality TV shows, what would you do?
Oh jeez. Oh God. Oh, that's a good question. I wouldn't do any. No, I mean maybe. Well, I was gonna say maybe I would host something, but I honestly I have.
Ugh.
But my issue is I have my kids most of the time, so it's hard for me to go to like LA for 6 weeks or Costa Rica for 6 weeks. Like it's just not feasible.
But I feel like it'd be cool for the kids. That'd be the coolest.
Come on,
kids.
guys, we're gonna go host a dating show. Let's go.
Yeah. Would you do that? That'd be cool.
I would host a dating show with you. We should host a dating show together.
We
That
should
would be
date.
fun.
And then make a show about it.
Oh, smart. That's
And yeah, because then we
great
can
idea.
host, we can be contestants.
Do
we can
everything.
Produce, we can
This
do it
is
all.
genius.
And have children.
Yeah, we
Like-
should do all that.
And then I'd be closer
And
to
then
be.
post them immediately on social media.
As they're coming out of the
Yeah,
oven.
it's great. I
They're
love
swimming.
this. This is great.
Wait, yeah, we should do a dating.
We should.
Nah, I can't do it anymore.
You're dated showed out?
Yeah.
Dated showed out?
Wait, would you act or anything, or you don't care?
No, so
Okay.
that's what I did in between Laguna Beach and the hills. I just,
What
no.
the fuck was going on? You were so
I was
busy.
busy. I've always been busy. No, I'm going to do my podcast for probably another year,
Mm.
maybe 2. Potentially do one more podcast tour, one more season of the show, and then be done in entertainment, honestly, and just focus on Uncommon James, which is my lifestyle brand.
Yeah, talk your shit. What's going on
Yeah.
with Uncommon James?
I'll send you some candles and some skincare.
Oh, wow.
I would send you jewelry, but it's for women. Primarily, we do jewelry.
Okay,
but
I'm allowed to have some.
you can have some. You can have some.
I
You're
can-
right.
I
You
can
can have a
gift it out
chain.
to people.
Oh, to all your girlfriends? Actually, that's not a bad idea.
I don't have any girlfriends.
Well, the women in rotation.
There's 0.
I'm sure there's women coming over
I
left
bet.
and right.
There isn't.
Yeah, right. When is the last time you had sex?
Yes.
You're out
there
this morning.
Yes,
Yesterday.
is. No, I
With
don't.
who? Oh, that's convenient. That's nice. I want to see photos of all these girls. Like, I want to know like what kind of caliber of women we're
No,
going
what
for.
type of caliber are you?
I don't even date anymore. I'm a born again virgin at this point.
Show me.
Prove it.
Sorry, I've got to
Prove
stop.
it.
I gotta stop. Wait, I have to ask questions.
Okay, right. Okay, go
I'm
off for your notes,
I'm
please.
sweating and getting freaky. Oh, wait, how often do you connect with old classmates?
I'm dying. Those are your questions.
Wait, this one's blue as well.
Pretty often.
What about Heidi and Spencer?
Often as well. I love it.
Wait, you're on
Do you
their
know who
show?
they are?
Yeah, he's followed me on TikTok.
I feel like you guys would all love each other so much. Actually, the four of us would be kind of a fun crew, just saying.
Would we?
Yeah, that'd be fun. They're two of my favorite people on the planet. I do talk to them all the time. I love them. They were actually supposed to come out for a podcast show. They had to pull out last minute because of something else. So if I do another one, they will definitely be there.
Yeah, because I'd see his like TikToks and he'd be going crazy. Like,
he
yelling at everyone.
Oh, he kills me. Did you repost her song?
No, I didn't.
She's gonna come for you.
Come on over.
Come on over.
I was like, just give me some more views.
You
Let's
guys
go.
would have a love fest. You guys
Me
would,
and Heidi?
and Spencer, just everybody. You guys would all love each other.
And he's not related to Chris Pratt in Guardians of the Galaxy?
No.
Okay, I just wanted to know that.
Yeah. I'm glad you cleared that
I
up.
should have Googled it.
Yeah. I could clear it up for you.
Okay, I saw a lot of the cast went back for the 20-year high school reunion. Crazy. Will you be attending?
Crazy.
Crazy.
Those are nice notes that you have.
Thanks, Marshall.
But
I was
what was
too
the
busy-
question? My high school
Just
reunion.
thinking about you. Wait, should we kiss or not?
I don't know.
Okay, well, it should have been an instant
Did
yes.
you see in the episode I was like, I would actually kiss Harry in New York?
And you fucking didn't, so
I don't know what to tell you.
someone's all talk.
I know. I am. I'll talk. I'm a big tease.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
I know. I know.
Wait, where's Justin? I love that guy.
I know. He's back in Nashville. He loves you so much.
Wait, he lives in Nashville?
Yeah.
too?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's from here.
Okay.
So we know each other from LA. I've
he
known him
mo-
since I was 18. He used to color hair. He was like the biggest hair colorist, did everyone under the
okay.
sun. And he moved to Nashville 6 years ago, I think it was, 6 or 7 years ago.
To color your hair.
No, I wish it was to color my hair. I had another show on E called Very Cavallari. And
These are great names.
thank you. Yeah.
Sorry.
E is phenomenal at the names, I wish I could take credit for him. And so he came to be on the show and he loved it and they just stayed and they haven't left.
Wow.
Yeah, he's the best human. But yeah, he loves you so much.
Do you think you're going to be in Nashville forever?
I think
Or come to Australia?
I'll be there. I'll have my house at least until my kids graduate college. I want to keep my house so when they go to college, they can come home for Christmas and everything. But I think I'll end up on a beach in Mexico somewhere and open up a little coffee shop
Wait, what?
just for fun. I don't want to make money on it. I just want to have community and good coffee. You can come.
Yeah.
But like not Cabo. I want to be like somewhere that's
Like
barely
Puerto-
been touched.
Oh,
No,
okay.
not Puerto Vallarta. Like
that's
some
it.
like undiscovered place that's still
What
really
about-
rustic. And I'm going to open up just a little coffee shop on the beach.
What about like Hawaii?
Hawaii.
No? I can see you in Hawaii with nipples out, like running on the
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I like Mexico really speaks to me.
beach. Really?
Yeah, my heart comes alive in Mexico.
Is it really?
Just everything comes alive.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go to Mexico.
I'm so excited.
I would kiss you in Mexico.
Okay, wait, it's a border problem? Like it's
That's the issue. That's been
Oh.
the issue. I know.
because
Yeah.
we need to cross
You're
international
international,
lines.
so I need to take you internationally.
You want to come to Australia?
I would love to. My kids are in Australia right now.
I know. What's that thing?
That's right.
Yeah, I did my research.
Yeah, you watched your episode of the show.
Yeah.
Doing research.
Yeah, and I skipped all the parts of my face. I'm like, oh. I was like, skip this good there. I'm happy.
That's amazing.
No, but you come here when they're away, when they're with Papa.
Basically, when they're with Papa.
And does he live in Australia?
No. He lives in Nashville. He's like 10 minutes from me.
So good.
Yeah, which is great. But
Yeah.
no, they're just there for 2 weeks doing their big summer trip. So it allowed me to be able to promote the show and not have to worry about.
Kids are really smart like that. They help their schedule. When you got to promote a
It
show.
actually just kind of worked out that way. I was like, wait, you guys are going to go June 5th? I was like,
Yeah.
that's amazing because my show comes out June 4th. So great.
Like, get out of here.
Yeah, that's perfect.
What so you want to do a second season?
I would do another one.
And is there any other shows that like if you could put this into like the fourth season, because there's only so many tours you could do, what do you think you would do? Like, would it be kind of following you around, or are you just over it?
No, I would never do a show just following my everyday life.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't have that much going on. I actually don't think my day-to-day life is that exciting. The tour, they got very lucky. And it's because we brought on people like you who have big personalities and make it fun and,
And amazing.
and amazing. Just these amazing all-around people who send dick pics and just,
Okay.
really bring it. So I could never do another show just about my life.
Oh.
That's why this is perfect. The tour is perfect because it lets people in without it being the day to day.
Is there anything like because I know 32 Flavors, great people.
They're my favorite production company.
Did they come to you and they're like, hey, we've got this idea, let's do it? Or you were like, hey.
So we went to them actually.
Wow.
Yeah, so we went to them and I've known Alex Baskin, who owns 32 Flavors.
And
who
Baskin Robbins is crazy.
I know, the Baskin Robbins family.
Genius.
We actually talked a couple years ago about redoing The Hills, but with a whole new cast. And I fell in love with him then. We just loved each other. And so I knew when I wanted to do the show, he was the partner I wanted. So we went to him. We put together a really quick, easy sizzle reel. And then they went and pitched it to E! And they picked it up immediately. Like by the time we pitched it to when I found out it was happening, it was so fast. It was just like boom, boom, boom. And then now we're filming in 3 weeks. It was like, holy shit. Okay, this is happening.
Wow.
It was the quickest thing I've ever experienced.
Well, I can show you something quicker.
Like it'll never get old. Like
Sorry.
everything.
I have 3 cookbooks as well. That's crazy.
Sorry. I do.
You cook?
I do, Harry. I cook.
Like what type of food we cook?
Like everything. I'll make you a meal sometime. If you come to Nashville, I will make you dinner. That I will do.
I'm coming to Nashville just to see you.
And get a good meal. I'll make you a good meal.
Oh,
I love cooking.
I'll eat it up. So, sorry, I gotta shut the fuck up.
I love that I have this effect on you.
No,
No, this is great.
No, this is
Who else are you like this with? What other girls, huh?
I actually don't think so. Am I? You guys would know.
You can say a name.
Is there anyone I get freaky like this for? Yeah.
Girls gotta eat.
Yeah, but do you know them?
I know who they are, yeah.
Yeah, I just met him and I was getting freaky.
All
But
right,
it wasn't
fine.
Like, it wasn't like I didn't feel it.
You weren't actually in love.
I didn't feel it like how I feel this. Like this is pulsating.
This is, your heart is racing.
Something's
Something's
okay,
racing.
So, I gotta shut up. Man. This is so stupid.
How are your questions going?
Was there anything about the transition out of reality star that was challenging? Did you have to fight to be taken serious?
No, no one's ever taken me seriously.
And that's what pisses me off.
No, I mean, you know what? Honestly, I've always said it didn't until I had kids. I feel like having kids, people kind of changed their view on me a little bit, like softened my image. But I still feel like people look at me a certain way and I'll never get out of that box, which it is what it is. Listen, I've made a career for 21 years out of it. It's like, whatever. If people want to put me in a box, fine.
I was actually really frustrated with the guys on the episode that I was on. Why are people so rude?
I know.
And also, men.
Men are so weird with me. I don't know. Men have to put me down for whatever reason. It's always been like that. And listen, I say these things and then people are like, she's always blaming everybody. I don't blame any of these guys. I blame myself for allowing these types of men to be in my life. Yeah, because I didn't have a lot of self-love until the last few years. Like getting a divorce made me really look in the mirror and be like, okay, clearly what I'm doing is not working. And I had to work through a relationship with my dad, all of the guys I've attracted. I needed to find more self-love so that I wasn't putting up with bullshit like I did in the past. So these guys on the tour, it was actually a nice reminder of how far I've come and how it's just shocking that I allowed that type of behavior and I would never do that now. And I notice these types of men so quickly now. So I actually think it's a good thing. But I'm not blaming Johnny or Talon or anybody. Like, that's on me for allowing these guys to come into my life.
Do you think it's like an insecurity thing because you're so successful? Like, I couldn't imagine being like, hey, you're giving us an opportunity to be on a show.
I know.
And revamp a little bit of fame or clout, whatever these sausages had.
I know.
And then this Johnny guy to come on and be like, oh, you're about to be on TV. Like, you get to tell your mom about it and like turn the channel on and get excited. And you're going to be a cockhead?
It's wild to me. I do think it's a level of insecurity, definitely. Yeah. And again, I really feel like these guys think that I'm going to be an asshole to them. So they try to beat me to it. But to me, that just tells me that you don't know me at all because I would never do that. Like, you know me. I'm not actually an asshole. A lot of people think I am. I'm actually not.
No, shit.
Like, at all. Like, I would never, like,
ever.
Yeah, I'm not trying to have, like, a gotcha moment with Johnny on stage. Like, that wasn't my intention. I know. Well, now I'm like, fuck you. I would totally redo that.
Season 2, I'm going to
well, Johnny, you want to come back?
Yeah. Wait.
Have a redo?
But you cut out the when I cried.
I didn't cut it out. Well, that's in the actual podcast episode.
Oh, it is?
Which, yeah, that'll come out. I think it's in 2 weeks. Because I'm turning the shows into actual podcast episodes.
You're so smart.
I mean,
you're the richest person alive. This is crazy. You're a genius.
Thank you. Thank you,
Smartest
Harry.
person on the planet.
But no, that's in there. The reading with Cindy. It's so good. Your episode is incredible. It's so great. Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh no, yeah, explain it because we had Cindy
the medium, who I've known for like 7 years. She came out on stage and she was doing a mini tune-in, is what she calls them, like these little love readings for both you and I. But she picked up on your dad immediately.
Yeah, because there's no love going on.
No, she gave you. Remember, she told you was not your forever. Do you remember that? She's so good.
She was a liar.
Cindy is so good. She's a liar.
She doesn't know
You're
what
still
she's talking
hoping.
about. No,
Wishing.
No, I know about you. No, but yeah, because I remember we started crying because she's like, your dad you guys were arguing about like what he was gonna wear and like the suit and stuff.
Yep.
And I'm like, yep.
I know.
Oh,
I love that you will just go there and be vulnerable and cry like that.
Well, I had no choice to talk about my dad.
Well, yeah, you're like, this is happening.
Yeah, I literally I can't help it.
Yeah, but I feel like I would be able to like hold back tears in front of 1,000 people. I love that you didn't though. But that's in the actual podcast episode. Okay, just pump the brakes.
What's going on with your dad? You said you don't want to talk to him anymore?
I haven't talked to my dad in probably 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I cut my dad out of my life, which has been one of the best things I've ever done.
Well, why was that decision? I haven't spoken to my dad in 6 months.
Harry, that's not funny.
That's hilarious.
That's not funny.
Okay, I did make a terrible joke the other day on my friend's podcast. She's like, oh, what color were your dad's eyes? And I was like, oh, they're light blue, but now they're a little bit ashy.
Harry.
And apparently you can't do that.
No, you can't do that. That's not
funny.
Okay, so you make jokes when you're dealing with something sad.
Yeah.
That's like how, yeah. Oh, you said that on my podcast,
Yeah,
actually.
if I'm not laughing, I'm crying.
Yeah, right.
And I don't want to keep crying. I'm over
I
it.
know. No,
Okay.
I know. That's hard. So it's
Back to
interesting
you.
because someone who's lost their dad, you maybe would not understand that I cut my dad out of my life because you may take the stance of, well, you don't know, when the last day is going to be or whatever, which I can appreciate. I will tell you this. I always had a rough relationship with my dad, and he crossed the line with one of my boys, and that's a deal breaker for me, especially when he had zero accountability, no apology. Like, he traumatized my kids, and I have no room for that in my life. And so that was it. And to be honest with you, as a mom, if I had a kid and I really fucked up with my kid and they wanted to cut me out of their life, I would do everything imaginable to not let that happen. I would be like, I am so fucking sorry. Showing up at your house, like doing everything imaginable. And my dad, in a lot of ways, was like, okay. Like, he hasn't tried.
Is there like addiction problems or something? If
No, he's a major narcissist though. So there's zero accountability with narcissists. I'm the asshole. It's my fault that he did what he did with my son. You know what I mean?
So
like,
good.
it's wild. So it's been a good thing for me to cut him out of my life. I don't miss him. I don't even really think about him that much. It was like the last thing I needed to do, and such a weight has been lifted.
Do you think that in the future, and you and your mom are all
My mom's my best friend.
We love mom.
Did you meet my mom?
Probably.
You did. You did. My mom actually thought you were so adorable.
Yeah, tell her to tell you to marry me. I'm gonna.
I think she actually did say like, Harry is really adorable, and I was like, I know. Everyone is like, why aren't you dating Harry?
Yeah, and that's what. Should see my DMs. Everyone's like, what is going on?
What is going on? Actually, a lot of people have asked me if we've hooked up because people are like, I don't believe that you haven't.
And it's so annoying. It's like, let's just get it out of the way.
Let's just do it.
Nah, I was thinking about that actually on the way over. I'm like, will we be as fun?
Look at us. No, we wouldn't be as fun if we actually hooked up.
I think it'd be funny. Like, it'd be like laughing.
We'd be laughing while we're hooking up.
For sure.
Like, what are we doing? Why are we actually doing this?
No, I would not be thinking that. I'd be like, wow, this is the
You'd
most
be
fun I've had
crying
in my
because
life.
you're in love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's so nice. Okay, what I was gonna say before we started getting freaky again.
Yeah.
So I dealt with that with my dad before he left the chat. So I didn't speak to him for like 2 years because of addiction stuff and how he treated my mum. So I didn't have that at all. But then I went and did ayahuasca, and then I was like, oh well, it split the like I got to be able to be like, oh, that's the addiction and that's the dad, and like I got to separate the two. But my sister actually, he did some funny stuff. Like, it's kind of hilarious. Stole the neighbor's dog when he was drunk. and like ripped up the neighbor's garden or something.
What?
Yeah, he was pretty drunk, so I get it, and I know my sister won't care, but so she was like, I can't do it. I can't be in his life anymore. Looking back, it's pretty funny.
Right.
He gave the dog back.
Oh, that's good.
But they did call the police.
Oh my
like, there's this drunk old
God.
guy with a stick stealing that dog.
Oh my God.
But I get it. Like, it's fine. But I
Yeah.
think that my biggest thing when Maybe you don't do ayahuasca to figure out what's going on. Or you can.
I want to at some point. I'm just not there yet.
Let's go. I want
know.
to do it again.
I've done bufo. Do you know what bufo is? It's DMT.
When someone blows up your ass?
No.
They put a coconut straw and
I've
blow it
never
up
done that. I know people. What is
Boofing.
it?
Someone tried to do it to me on the
Boofing.
weekend.
Oh, when you said no?
Well, yeah, it was my ex's like best friend. He's like, "You want to come in the bathroom and boof each other?" I was like, "Sorry."
I feel like you would be into that maybe.
No, it's Pride Month, so like anything will go. But like, I don't really know.
Are you sober still?
No,
Um.
no, right, not today. No, I had my May month, so May Madness,
May Madness.
birthday month, get crazy.
Oh, that's
get
fun.
Drunk. And then now I'm just
I would
like,
love to see you drunk. I bet you're fun.
it's so much fun.
Yeah, I bet you're really fun.
The best time ever.
I could see that. It would be fun one day to get drunk together. I'm also very fun when I'm drunk.
And you don't really drink?
Not a lot, but when I do, like, I'll go in.
What's going on? No.
I'll go hard.
I want to go in and hard. Okay, well, shut up. I gotta read questions. What's been the biggest learning lesson in dating?
Oh God.
Mm.
You know what's interesting? So I had never dated until my divorce, like the last 5 years. Because I always
What, you just randomly you met the guy and got married? What do you mean? You never
Honestly,
dated him before?
pretty much. No, but
What?
I always had boyfriends. And then I met my ex-husband when I was 23. And yeah, we moved very fast. We got engaged after 8 months. Like it just went very quickly. So in the last 5 years, this has been my actual like dating phase.
Yeah, what's your favorite date?
My favorite date?
Yeah, have you been getting freaky?
No, I mean I haven't been on one date this whole year actually.
Good. Keep it that way.
Yeah, remember I'm celibate. When you came on my podcast, you were celibate, and now the tables have turned.
I'm still celibate.
Yeah.
No, I'm still actively pursuing celibacy.
Oh, it seems like it. Yeah,
Just-
no, but the story from yesterday it definitely seems like it.
Well, no, sometimes I'm only so strong.
I get it.
And we're only as strong as our weakest soldier.
I don't judge you.
Yeah, and then I think, well, you know what?
And then you cry
This
about
is-
it later.
This is something. This is you. We're asking you questions. Why am I
Yeah,
fucking
The
myself
tables have turned.
up? Yeah, tell me about your
Okay,
dating.
but dating, so even
Oh,
every guy that I go out with, even if it's one date, there's more about what I do or don't want for the future. So I've been doing research and development for the last 5 years, just really getting a clear
R&D.
picture on R&D, on what I want.
yeah, I'm like, I know that.
A lot of R&D has been happening.
What do you? But what are you looking for? Or you just don't care right now? It's just like whoever makes you feel good.
Well, no, I mean, I'm literally not dating at all. It's just, it hasn't been a priority, but I do want to be in another relationship. I'm getting to the point now where it's like, I actually don't want to go on another first date, which is probably why I'm not dating. I'm just kind of over it,
It sucks.
but I would like to meet someone. I'm ready, I think.
What do you think is your typical type? Like if you, or right, actually, not typical type.
Yeah.
Right now, what does he look like if he was in the room? and
Well,
sitting in
I
front of
like
you?
hot, I mean, I'll never not go for good looking. But for me, I like tall guys. I know where this is going.
Tall. Okay. Today,
I
foreign?
like, yeah, Australian. No, you're not Australian. No, you are Australian.
Whatever you want me to be.
Great.
Whatever you say next, I'm doing that.
Absolutely. No, I like tall guys. I like guys that are in shape. I mean, I go to the gym. I eat really well. Like, I need a guy who can, have a similar lifestyle. But I'm really looking for a buddy. Like, for me, I've never had my best friend in a relationship. So I want that. I want my best friend who I'm wildly attracted to. But that seems very hard to find.
Yeah.
That's difficult. So that's why it's taken me a minute. But I want someone who takes accountability, who's really comfortable in their skin, who likes to travel, who...
God, okay. Fucking hell. Let's start with accountability. Let's
Yeah, because that's also so hard to find.
No, that's impossible to find.
I know. That's why I'm single.
I was telling my friend the other day, they're like, "Oh, what are you looking for?" I was like, "Someone with a career." It's like, "So you just want someone with a job?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
Harry,
kinda."
you need higher standards. She just needs to work.
Yeah.
A little bit. Like one day a week, and that's fine. Where are you meeting girls? Because I got to tell you, I lived here for a long time, and I didn't run in those circles.
Yeah, but you're.
I was a young, wild club rat at one point, believe it or not.
Really? Have you
Yeah,
been to
I was
Zouk?
at every fucking club out here.
Shout out Hyde.
Hyde was the best. Ledoux area. I mean, there was a whole list of them. You missed, honestly, the best time in LA. The early 2000s was fucking everything.
I was here.
You were here in spirit. Yeah, right. You were like in diapers still.
That's insane.
I mean, how old are you? I guess I'm 10 years older than you.
No, I was I was
So when I was 18, 19, you were a little kid. You were in like 3rd grade. God, that's crazy. I was going out getting fucked up and you were in 3rd grade. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was watching you from afar.
You're right.
Hey, wait.
You were watching Elmo.
No. Wait, okay. Can you give advice for girls that are like single right now? Because I found a lot of peace being single.
Okay, yeah.
And enjoying it.
Yes.
And I'm sure you're at that point as well where you enjoy
Yes.
it and hanging out with yourself. Because I think people are really scared to hang out by themselves.
A lot of people cannot be alone. So I would say yes. And listen, I have moments too where I hate being single. Like there are definitely downfalls about it too. But overall, it is a great way to get to know yourself. And you have to focus on the positives because you will eventually get into a relationship and then there will be little things that you do miss, like having a night by yourself or not having to worry about feeding another human or whatever it is. There are really great things about being single. I don't have to report home to anybody. I can go do whatever the hell I want when I don't have my kids. Like the freedom is really nice. So I think just focusing on the positives because there are a lot of positives. I love there's like that TikTok trend where girls are like, thank God I'm single because how would I explain being on a yacht to my boyfriend? You know what I mean? I'm like, that is the best because that's what we should be focusing on. Like you can go out and you can end up in Miami tomorrow morning and you don't have to explain it to anybody. Like go have fun when you're single.
Such anxiety.
Yeah, that's.
Don't go to Miami and end up on a yacht.
No, I won't.
I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to come find you.
I would have when I was 19. I fucking did. We would literally be like, should we go to Vegas right now? Like, fuck it, let's go. We would get on a plane and go to Vegas or drive sometimes. Like, we were animals. It was so fun.
Because you said that someone you're looking for like has accountability.
Yeah.
In previous relationships, what do you think you could have done better?
I could have been better. I love that question. I could have been better at expressing my needs, speaking up for what I wanted in a relationship. When I was younger, I wanted my ex to know exactly what I was thinking and feeling. And it gets to a point where you realize no one's a mind reader. If you want something, you have to ask for it. And I'm better at that now. Well, I'll tell you this. I'm excited to get into a relationship because I know I've done a lot of work in the last 5 years, but you don't really know until you're in relationship. Like that's when you really figure it out. So I can't wait to be in a new relationship with someone who has also done the work, who's emotionally mature and see what I'm capable of. Because I kind of don't know. Like I only know as far as friendships go and stuff. So I can't wait to see the growth that I've actually experienced.
Is there like immediate green flags when you meet someone? You're like, okay, this is what I'm looking for. Because I know like if I'm seeing something, like because the last, I guess like public relationship, the first thing I asked was like that question. I'm like,
that's a great question.
Looking back in the past, like what could you do? What could you have done better? Because that's also the biggest thing is if you know someone has done a lot of reflection and has been accountable. Because I've seen an ex and then I've been like, well, you know, this is what I've done and I'm sorry for this and whatever else. And they're just like, yep, cool.
Exactly.
Then I'm like, well, that's not. You need to go look in the mirror.
Yeah. No, I know it's true. Well, and like my thing is we've all made mistakes. And so.
Well, not me.
Not besides you.
Yeah,
but I love someone who can be like, even if someone cheated on an ex, let's say, and they're like. Getting hot, sweating. But if you can be like, listen, I cheated my last relationship, but I fucked up and I learned a lot from it. Like to me, I'm like, there's growth there. But if someone is like, I cheated because my ex was a bitch or whatever, I'm like, okay, you've done zero work on yourself. Like I don't like when guys blame their exes. Like if a guy is blaming all of their exes for everything, that's a red flag to me because I'm like, you're the common denominator. You've taken nothing away. You haven't worked through anything that you've done because we're all guilty of certain things in a relationship. I mean, it just is what it is.
And also the thing when people like apologize and then they're like, but if you didn't do that, like I had to explain it to one of my friends, like she, her ex-boyfriend was sleeping with her best friend the whole time.
God.
And it was pretty much like, well, you know, I'm really sorry, but if you didn't.
I can't, that's like therapy 101.
Yeah, I'm like,
you can't say sorry, but either you're sorry or you're not.
And this is what I explained to them. I'm like, it's so much easier to be like, I'm sorry, let's move on. I take accountability. Done.
I fucked up. I'm sorry.
This is a good question for me because I've been thinking about this for a while. What's the biggest and the best difference between dating someone in the spotlight and someone who isn't?
Yeah, because there's pros and cons about both. I would say a con of dating someone not in the spotlight is my experience anyways has been this world. Well, I've experienced where guys have been like, I don't care about any of that. This doesn't help me in my world. I'm like, but why are you even thinking like that? Like I literally had a guy, like a finance guy, be like, well, you don't like benefit me in my world. And it was like, but the fact that you're even thinking like that is weird. And then they actually get like obsessed with it. And I've had guys who, they get kind of crazy, who are not in the spotlight. And then dating guys in the spotlight, it's nice because they understand this world. But if you're trying to keep something quiet, that makes it really hard. It does feel like, the audience feels almost like entitled to know what's going on with your relationship.
Yeah.
And I mean, listen, I'm guilty because I've put stuff out there. My last relationship, I made pretty public. Like that was on me. Where, I think if I were to get into another relationship, I would try to keep it a little bit quieter.
Really? Moving
Yeah,
forward?
I kind of do. I love my podcast, but it's made me feel really accessible and like I have no more privacy anymore. And I don't like that.
No.
And so that's been the challenge for me. And having a public relationship obviously didn't help that either.
Well, yeah. What would you do moving forward? Is it like, because this is what I was thinking about in regards to like only showing like a percentage of it, because you kind of, I think when you're in a relationship, you kind of want to be shown off a little bit. Like, this is my trophy.
you're
Like, this is my
excited.
person. Like, I want to be excited about it. I'm also like, I love making content. I love doing that stuff. But it's also, at what point is it too much or overexposed?
I know.
What would you do if we were dating?
It's
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, of course.
Yeah.
It's tough because it is a fine line. It's sort of almost how I look at my kids as well now that I'm showing them a little bit, where it's like, I would give you a little taste and then really pull back. I just think like, unfortunately, I think the less people know, the better. Like a picture here and there is not going to be the end of the world, but like I would never put a guy on my podcast again. Like, let's put it that way. Like I put Mark on the podcast. Well, it's a good thing we're not in a relationship yet.
Yeah. Stop leading me on.
Yeah, there's
Dangling
still
a little
time.
carrot. I'm trying to nibble on it.
That's why I'm the worst.
Don't worry. I'm pretty bad. Is there a big difference between Nashville guys and LA guys and Australian guys?
Australian guys are the best.
Yes.
I think everyone thinks Nashville guys are going to be the best, like cowboys everywhere and like normal good guys. Everyone's married is the problem. I'm one of the very few single people. I think in the next couple years, more divorces will start popping up.
Good. That's great. We support that.
Which is great. Yeah. Can't wait. But guys in Nashville, like my friends' husbands are all great guys. You know what I mean? But so I guess, yeah, the caliber of men in Nashville is better because they're normal. Quote unquote normal, like have normal jobs. They're not in entertainment. But there's great guys in entertainment too. I mean, I've met good people. I know entertainment gets a really bad rep, but
There's the best guys.
But I think dating is just hard in general. It doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah.
You have it easier though because you're in a good age. Like my age group is tough because
I'm
everyone's
30.
fucking. Yeah, you're perfect because you're dating girls younger, right? You're going for
No, I'm not.
You go for older
I'm
girls.
not. To be honest, there's this girl. I'm going to really expose myself right now. There's this lady that I've been seeing for the last few years, on and off, 3 kids, Brazilian, best person ever. Love
How
her
old
so
is
much.
she?
She's
older.
She's in her 30s.
Like late 30s.
Yeah, and she's the best.
Wow.
Yeah. She's the sweetest.
So why don't you guys make it official?
She lives in Miami, or else I'd marry her.
Really?
Yeah, and it's like 3 beautiful kids.
Oh, wow. And you're cool with that.
I love it.
Do you want your own kids?
Yeah, unless they're annoying, then I wouldn't want
Well,
them.
there's no guarantees.
Fuck.
You won't know until you cross that bridge.
Yeah. Like, can I do a trial run?
No.
See, I was a test
Well,
tube
you
baby.
could be like you were?
Yeah, so I'm like, maybe I could check the test strip first.
Oh, wait. Well, you could go be a little stepdad to these 3 and see how it goes. How old are her kids?
They're like
Little.
20s.
Oh,
Wait, no, they're not.
how old was she when she had kids at 14? No.
No, I think they're like 16.
Oh, that's great.
No,
Have you met them?
No,
Oh.
but
Do they know about you?
yeah.
What do they think about it? Let me see.
Isn't she amazing?
Okay, hold on.
But it's just like this, the sexual energy, everything's incredible.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, she's beautiful.
I know.
She's beautiful.
But-
Wait,
You know her?
I've seen her.
Yeah.
She's beautiful.
I think people know her.
Yeah, people know her.
But it's been years.
I want this to happen for you.
No.
Why?
No. What?
I like this for you.
Uh-uh.
So you would literally go be a stepdad to 3 kids
Today.
and ride this out.
Mm-hmm. How fun is
you-
that?
Yeah, but her being in Miami should not be what's stopping you. Like, there's planes. You could do this from Miami. I think you're using that as an excuse.
No, if she was here and
Yeah.
no, I did a dating show and one of the girls she had a child.
Really?
Yeah, small human.
Oh, so you're cool with that?
So is that weird?
No, I know. I mean, obviously, I'm a mom. I think it's great. I think that's great.
Okay.
I mean, I think there are some guys that are like, I would never if someone already has kids. I mean,
But why?
I don't know. I've never actually experienced that. I'm just assuming.
Wait.
I'm sure there are some guys though. I don't know. I'm just making shit up.
It's like, wait,
No, but I'm sure there are guys.
none.
Well, an
Okay.
issue for me has been because I will not have more kids. So that's why now I'm like, I can't date someone
So
who
we just
wants
fill
kids.
you up.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
No, but so that's an issue. I guess if she's willing to have more kids, then great, but I will not have more.
Well,
No, I
Do
mean,
you
I physically can, but I don't feel a need to. I feel very full. My life feels very full. Well, my youngest is almost 10. Like the thought of going
Wow.
back and starting over, I could never. I couldn't do it.
What about a surrogate? That's a thing.
No, if I was gonna have a baby, I would want to carry my baby. That's why we're going older with someone that already has kids, which again makes the pool even smaller. Listen, there are 30-year-olds fucking everywhere with no kids. But the problem is I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not going younger.
What's wrong with us 30-year-olds with no kids?
Nothing.
I have 2 dogs.
You're a dad dog.
Yeah. Dad dog?
Dad dog.
Dog dad.
Dog.
That's whatever.
Dog.
Ruff, ruff. All right,
I'm delirious
Why don't
now.
you do that? No, has there been before we move on, has there been like a specific pattern that you've noticed in guys in this industry that you tend to avoid, or you could give advice to someone like a younger lady who's
Okay, my experience with people in the entertainment world, actors, musicians, you fucking name it. They're little bitches.
Oh.
They are
Wait, really?
little fucking bitches, man. They are fragile little delicate flowers who are all fucking talk. They're the most insecure people on the planet. I will die on that fucking hill.
Actually have heard this of like very famous guys.
They're the worst.
That's why I haven't made it yet.
That's exactly, yeah, this is why you're right here, which is good. You need to stay here. You don't want to get here.
Yeah, but if I get super insecure, I'm probably gonna get super famous.
It's
So
true. It's
I'm
true.
gonna get-
They go hand in hand.
I'm gonna
So
get paranoid.
Don't. No,
Wait.
they're no, they're the worst.
As someone who's dated in the spotlight, have you ever had a guy tell you he didn't want to pursue a committed relationship because you're on reality TV?
I had a guy, not like he wouldn't not go out with me because we went on a date, but he would be like, I have to explain to my friends that like, yeah, but she was on reality TV, but she's more than that, which is also like, please go fuck yourself.
Yeah, shut up.
That's like such a backhanded, passive aggressive way to like try to put me down. You know what I mean?
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Go read a book.
Yeah, literally.
Well, what traits do you think make someone boyfriend material?
Is that a question you ask everybody?
Yeah, and then there's a really good follow-up question.
Okay. A boyfriend material. Loyalty.
Fuck.
Yeah. Well, accountability. Honesty. Fun. Funny. Hot.
3 out of 10 is
3 out of 100 is awesome.
Yeah, it's also well. Marshall wrote here, "Am I boyfriend material?"
Oh,
That's crazy.
Well, you're on the road to becoming boyfriend material.
Okay, we need a good clip here, lady. Let me ask again. Kristin,
Redo.
am I boyfriend material?
No.
Okay. What?
You wanted my honest answer. I gave you one and it wasn't good enough. Yes, I think you are.
Oh. This is why.
No,
I
you
couldn't
never
date
know.
You.
You'll never
I
know.
don't know what is going on.
No one will ever know what I really think.
Do you?
Yes. Yes. Wait, can you do that? Can you say yes and shake your head no at the same time?
Yes.
Yes. No, you
Yes.
can't.
Yes, I am.
Oh, you are.
Yeah. No. Ow. Wait. And what am I? What am I doing?
I think you are. I do think you're.
Okay. You're lying while looking me in the eyes is insane. You can't even get it out. All right, moving on then.
I was just thinking about the podcast tour. You actually said something on my live show that I was like, oh my God, Harry. You said something to the effect of you've been an avoidant,
Yes.
but when you didn't want to get hurt, but now you realize that pain is good because that's essentially where you grow from. And I was
so
like,
good.
that is boyfriend material.
That one line.
That was it.
The whole time I've known you, that one sentence,
That was
she's like,
one
This is
sentence. Everything else, I'm like, but I saw a little glimpse. It was
It's in there.
beautiful.
It's in there.
It's in there.
Just got to open up a little Pandora's box.
A little bit more.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. This next segment is Q&A.
Wonderful.
So mind my reading. Okay.
You can't read very well.
No.
I get it.
Do you?
I don't know.
Wait, did you wrote a book?
I've
Not
written a few.
Not the cookbooks. But
Well,
the
I've
other
got
ones.
3 cookbooks and then I have a lifestyle book. But I mean, there's actually a lot of writing in the cookbooks. I wrote every single word in those.
Did you? No ghostwriter?
No.
I'm writing a book.
Are you? Ghostwriter?
Of course.
Chat GPT?
Yeah. It's dot points.
Genius.
And it's just photos of me.
Dick pics everywhere?
Oh,
I like that
I
for
don't
you.
have enough cock for that.
Yeah, you do.
Yes. Okay, Kenzie. Hi, Harry and Kristen.
My name's Kristen. Hey.
Kristen.
Kristen.
Question for you. Am I the problem? Long story short, my very beautiful twin sister. And we often go out together and we often meet guys who are also in a pair, best friends, cousins, or even brothers. I always end up hitting it off with the guy I'm talking to, and my sister just has a more reserved, shyer personality. But she always ends up talking to her guy after the wild night for much longer than me. And in one case, dating the guy for multiple months. Ew.
Ew? She said ew?
Nah, I did. I will usually hear from a guy for a few days and eventually it fizzles out. Even though we had a strong connection initially. Am I the problem? Is it something I should or shouldn't be doing to get these guys to follow through?
Well, okay, so it sounds like she's really fun out of the gate and sleeping with these guys, no? I just assumed.
Wow.
I'm the problem, maybe.
Wow.
Wow. I think I'm the problem.
2025. You're going to assume that Mackenzie is throwing that little fanny around?
Kind of. That's what it seemed like. She's really fun at first, and her sister is making the guy wait. But
Boring.
I know. Well,
Throw that pussy out.
I agree. I actually don't think it matters when you sleep with someone. I mean, you could answer that better.
I don't give a fuck.
I know. I don't think it
feels
really.
right, and it's probably tight. Let's do it.
Oh my God. But if the guy likes you, you could sleep with him the first date or the 20th date. It doesn't matter. Maybe the 20th might be a little long, but
Yeah, that's actually annoying.
that's a little too long.
When do you do it?
I've done everything from first date, actually one time, but he ended up becoming a boyfriend, to a month in. I've done it all.
A month is
A month is long, but it's more. So typically the guys I date don't live where I live. And so
Good.
it'll be like, yeah, don't worry. So it'll be like a weekend here and then I won't see you for 2 weeks and then it'll be a weekend here. So I look at like a weekend as like date 1. Date 2 is the next weekend. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, but what should she do? Enough about
Right.
you.
Oh, yeah. Mackenzie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is about Mackenzie. Sorry, girl. I'd say don't give up the cookies so quickly.
Oh,
See if that helps. I know. I'm
I
sorry.
love how you just said cookie.
Cookie. What do you think? What's your advice?
I think that like if you're meeting guys out, it's not the right place to meet them.
I agree with that.
And they just want to have a little freaky fun.
And then, they're over it.
Yeah, don't give it up. Don't go back home with them. Do what your sister's doing. Steal a page out of her book.
Yep.
And just be like, oh yeah, text me. I'll see you.
Exactly. You
Next
got to make them work a little bit for it.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No.
I think you do.
You're making me work a lot.
I know.
It's
Forever.
It's been months. Really?
It's going to always be like that.
No way. This is crazy. Okay, Elise. Hey, Harry and Kristen. My best friend, Ellie's boyfriend of 2 years, cheated on her recently. And not only that, he's also been DMing this girl. There are screenshots of him literally saying, I love you, and calling her babe. My best friend is still with this man. Please give some words of wisdom for Ellie to hear, because I know she knows she should walk away, but she needs to hear it from her 2 favorite people.
So she's staying with this guy who's been cheating on her?
Yeah.
I mean,
People have stayed through worse.
yeah, I know, but God. No, there's
No.
plenty of fish in the sea.
Yeah.
You're going to find a guy who's going to treat you like a queen.
And there's plenty of cock in the courtyard. Let's get out there.
That is true. Get out there.
Yeah. Okay. How do we get out of it?
I think you just have to bite the bullet. You have to just do it. And it's going to be really hard at first. And then in 2 months, you'll look back and say, thank God.
Okay. Oh, there's a game.
Fuck the listener questions.
Yeah. This game is called Smash or Pass.
Love. Original.
2000s edition. So that's original.
That's funny.
And I thought of this.
Yeah.
So I'm going to name some iconic places, people, trends, or pop culture moments
I
from
love
the early
this.
2000s.
Okay, fun.
And
You won't know any of these references.
I was around. Just was in a diaper.
Yeah, exactly.
Earth Cafe.
Smash.
Okay.
All day long.
CBS Survivor.
Oh, I never got into Survivor, so I guess pass.
Ew, yeah.
Ew.
Juicy Couture tracksuits.
Fucking Smash, baby. I think they were kind of making a comeback. See, you don't even know what this stuff is.
Yeah.
No, you don't. That's worth a Google. Like, every
Juicy
big
Couture-
celebrity in the early 2000s wore the Juicy Couture tracksuits. It had said juicy on the
Oh,
butt.
yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, it was
You should wear
everything.
one.
I would rock that.
Oh, that's fun.
Yes, they're great.
Physical QWERTY but keyboards? What the fuck is it?
The QWERTY keyboard is like when you had a physical keyboard.
Oh, like a sidekick or something.
Yes,
Fucking
yeah.
loved. I wish they would come back.
And Blackberries.
I know.
Those were fun.
The best. BBM.
Like-
BBM was like the chats with people.
Big beautiful mamas.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was.
MySpace.
I had one. That was the first thing I ever had, but I wasn't really into it, so I would say pass.
The Grove.
Smash. I love the
Have you
Grove.
smashed at the Grove?
I don't think so. That would have been fun. That'd be a great story.
Well, we can do it.
There's still time.
Malibu Country Mart.
Fucking smash.
Really?
Yes.
I've never been there. Is it good?
It's worth a go. Hmm.
Lemonade the restaurant.
Oh, I used to love it. Smash. They have it
Really?
at the airport too.
Is it good?
The airport's actually not very good though. It's not good at the
The-
airport. But the place here was really good.
I think LAX just sucks anyway. This is the
They
worst.
do. But I appreciate they try to get some healthy options.
Low-rise jeans.
Fucking pass. I'll never do them ever again.
Really?
No, I was talking about this last night with someone, but like we literally used to wear jeans like right above our cooch.
Oh.
And then I would show like the tiniest bit of skin right here, but like always below my belly button.
Pull up the photos. Ed Hardy. Who is that? Is
Oh my God. It takes me back.
it a wrestler?
Oh.
Oh, Jeff Hardy.
He was, oh God, the hats. You would go and get a custom hat and t-shirts. He would like,
Oh, that's...
you
yeah.
could go in LA and they would like rip up t-shirts and like make them all cool for you. I mean, it was the biggest thing at the moment. So at the time, it was definitely a smash.
But no, now?
Ah,
You wouldn't get a little Ed Hardy?
probably not.
Platform flip-flops. What the fuck?
I mean, at the time, I know literally, the time they were the best.
I love how I know.
You're like, what the fuck is this? I would never do them today, but at the time in high school, I wore platform sandals this fucking thick.
Really?
And I'm 5'3", so I needed them.
Oh, what?
They were the
yeah,
best.
this is like called wedges, no?
Honestly, if those came back, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
We should bring them back.
You should wear them.
I
Grab me,
will.
so at least we can...
I will. Yeah,
Um,
I'll be closer.
Spray tans.
Fuck no. Big old pass.
Really?
Yeah, the only time I've ever done them is on Dancing with the Stars, and I hated them. They would stain my white bed sheets. Like, I just thought they would get all nasty on your hands. I think they're disgusting.
I kind of like the smell of them.
You do. Well, I'm sure they've come a long way now. I can't do it. I'm Italian. I don't need it.
You're Italian?
Yeah, I'm half Italian.
Wow. What's the other half?
German. I'm half and half.
Whoa.
I know.
That's a crazy combo.
Yeah, don't fuck with me.
Crazy collab going on over
Crazy collab.
there. Lancome Juicy Tubes.
Oh, the lip gloss thing?
What is Lancome?
Oh, that's funny. I never got into those either, so I guess pass.
Am I in those? Do I like
Am
them?
I in those?
Oh, I love
no, I
those.
did like
I
those when they
love
came out.
those.
That was
Yeah.
that was a smash.
Apple iPod. Love
An
them.
iPod? I fucking loved my iPod. I still
I-
have one.
Do you really?
I don't use it, but I have it.
Well, that was it.
That was amazing.
Was it?
That
Your
was
first time over
really
here?
good.
You enjoyed the boyfriend experience?
I loved it.
Well, guys, thank you so much for listening. If you did enjoy today's episode, please give us 5 stars. Kristin's show is out right now. Please go watch it on E. What else?
And Bravo and Peacock. It's on all three.
Is it really?
Yeah. We're just really doing it.
You-
And then my podcast, let's be honest, every
And then
Tuesday.
Uncommon James.
Uncommon James.
And then Cookbook.
I mean, yeah, but.
Okay.
And then the movies that I was in when I was 18, 19. No.
Were you really?
Yeah,
Oh.
but
Let's make another one. Thank you guys for coming. See you tomorrow. Next week.
See you tomorrow. I'm
God.
sorry. I did. don't know what's going on
What's going
here.
on?
I'm nervous.
Somebody get in there and have a look.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Okay, was there anything about the transition of?
We're good.
Well, you have a watch on.
It doesn't. It's not the right time.
Yeah. I got a phone for that. You know what? I was out the other night. I don't know why. I just hey. Oh, I don't. No, I was, and it'll talk to me in its British accent.
That's kind of hot.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. I'm
A
like,
girl or a female? Or
a girl or a
female
female? Hello?